Hey, that's one of the things that Trump's working on. Better showers in the motels instead of just a little trickle.
Yeah, there's other things he probably ought to consider
Himself
with
alders.
and showers in a hotel.
It is pretty bad though. You get in there and it's a trickle.
When was the last time you were in a motel?
You can't even soap up good.
No, me and Si stayed in a motel, and it was bad. That's the ones where the doors open outside to the street, and I was scared. And we were in Bossier.
You stayed in a motel in Bossier?
Yeah, we didn't set it up. Somebody else set it up.
Why didn't you just come home?
No, we should have. No, the event was there.
Hey,
This is new information. Welcome back to the Duck Call Room. Si's sleeping in a motel in Bossier.
Hey.
You are aware you made a lot of money, right?
I don't know, but we took turns staying awake watching the door.
And you're also aware you have a driver, right?
Well, yeah,
You're an hour and a half.
but we had to stay because the event was the next morning, and we had to do something the night before. So I just said, Si, hang in there. We got our pistol in our pocket.
Buddy, me and you would have rode that 80 miles a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm big into sleeping in my own
Yeah,
bed.
back over.
Yeah, that's way too close to my house to spend the night.
I was going to look up, but there's probably more than one motel in Bossier.
Yeah,
there's a
probably
few.
is.
It's the worst one. I'm telling you, whoever booked it for us, it
Who
was
did?
bad.
What was the event? I'm just curious.
Well, it was like a 2-day event, some kind of fundraiser for something, and so it was having to do with kids. And we got there, and it was rough. And I was like, Si, I don't really want to stay here, you know.
Not going to.
But no, we did.
Wrong side of town, boy.
Yeah, it was
Here we go. Here's one that we can stay at tonight for $51.
too expensive
Hey,
for
I
where
need
we
a
were.
bad price. $51.61.
It was probably
51.
half that where we
If
stayed.
I'm going to sleep there, I ask you to charge me more than
Please.
$51.
Yeah, please.
That's not enough.
It was bad.
If you want to give me the discount after I leave, that's fine. But like when you charge my card, can you at least make it like $200 so I feel better about what? I'm
Here it
walking
is.
into? Like,
Super 7.
That
They
sounds.
tried to one up a Motel 6.
That sounds like it.
That might
Y'all
be it.
stayed here?
So don't you remember we had to walk on the outside
Nope.
and all the steps? Well,
Nope.
you've been too many places.
well, look,
But it was bad. I couldn't even pull like the cover back on the beds. I just slept in the chairs.
This is out of a movie.
Phillip, they have casinos there with like decent hotels.
It was set up for us.
Hotels.
We were doing the
Joined them.
events, and I mean, we were there.
What'd they feed you?
What'd you bring home?
What'd you-
No, if you didn't have it in your truck, no. If you didn't have the food with you, you didn't get nothing. It was bad.
I just figured there was a catch for Phillip.
No, I didn't
stick it
set
out.
this one up. This was way back in the day. I didn't set it up. I was just a part of it with.
We are
Si.
currently 93.9 miles away. So at 95 miles an hour, which Si can drive,
Yeah.
And does.
because he ain't no cop gonna give Si a ticket.
And ain't nobody gonna beat him in the roundabouts.
Oh, do you fly through roundabouts?
No, well, hey, it's a roundabout for crying out loud.
What does it have to do with this?
Hey, the first time I went up there, it was worse than a 3-ring circus.
You don't. So our town
Hey,
has roundabouts.
It's a roundabout. If there ain't nothing coming, just go on around it.
Yeah, you do roundabout 90.
You know, hey.
So I said, hey,
They sit there looking both ways, and I'm saying,
You only gotta look one way.
yeah.
That
yeah.
is true.
Look to your right, dummy. If it ain't nothing coming, go on through it.
I would most assuredly look left.
yeah, wait, which way are you getting in the roundabout? Where'd you take us at?
Remember, he spent a lot
Scotland?
of time overseas.
Like, yeah, you look that way, that's a problem.
Yeah.
All,
I'm good.
all danger's coming from that way.
Hey, I got good vision, son. I see everything.
Like Eagle. Gosh.
He's
might
so
as well-
far
That's right,
ahead.
boys.
He's
Yeah.
looking right and left all at the same time.
Oh, man. Welcome back to the duck call room. Did we do that? I don't know.
I
if
tried
we
to.
didn't.
Yelled it real fast because I was so curious about
Phillip staying in a motel with
Phillip
Si.
and Si staying in a
I
motel.
felt like we were going to get robbed. I mean, I was kind of planning on it. I didn't know.
He's planning on it.
There were
He
some
stayed up
shady
in a chair.
characters. Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
That's a bad
But
town.
Si slept like a baby. I said, Si, you come up here and watch for a little while.
That's where we're
Hey.
going to stay there when we go see our friend John in May.
No, we're not.
No.
we are.
Hey,
You're not
no.
going to stay there? You're going to
No.
drive home?
Hey,
Yes.
you got a mouse in your pocket.
Si said,
We.
I made it once. I ain't doing it again.
That-
Are you going to go up on stage with him? Are you
What's the date?
opening for John Chris when he's in Shreveport?
No.
He offered you the.
Oh, we
opportunity.
got to go to that side. That's gonna be awesome.
He offered Si the
Oh, yeah.
ability to open.
Si,
5
we're
minutes.
going. Is everybody gonna go? Like our whole team?
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Invited.
Whatever.
Apparently.
All right, good. I like
Whatever.
it, Si.
he told me Si was working on an opening.
Good. All we
I'll work on it all right. As soon
Yeah.
as I get up there, I'll open.
got.
Oh, praise
Man's
the Lord.
going unprepared.
I like
Oh,
it.
I
speaking
love
of
it.
that,
Okay.
okay. Hey, look, the other day, Saturday, me and that man and Matt Owens went to visit Phil
No
and Kate.
relation. He has an S.
This is an update. I don't know if Jason and them have done an update lately. Okay, we went and visited Phil and Kate. They're doing fine. We appreciate all the prayers that y'all been saying to the Almighty for them. And then Sunday morning, we actually went over and worshiped with them. You know,
That's
and
awesome.
we done a good lesson, all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it was good. You know, so but they're doing fine for elderly people. That's fixed to be Phil's fixed to be 79 the 24th. Okay, I'm gonna be 77 the 27th. Okay,
There you
and then
go.
Missy's birthday I think is in the month of April.
She's
Yeah,
like in her
somebody else.
40s, I think.
5 or 6 people in April.
Yeah. There's this other guy named Willie.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. His and Missy's birthday.
Yeah, the fat little CEO.
Is he still the CEO?
Huh?
I hadn't seen him up here lately.
Well, he pay. You know, he
Entitled
was
on.
once. Okay, so hey,
Hey,
that's
the,
why.
Si,
I
the
thought he was
funniest,
semi-retired or something.
Yeah, semi-retired.
funniest-
I forgot he's semi-retired.
the funniest thing about us getting together and doing a little Bible study on that Sunday was, there were other people coming up to where we were, and they'd kind of bump into the table and sit down and grab a donut and listen for a minute. And then they start talking, and Kay would say, shh.
That's fine. Hey, yeah.
Kay, she would shush
Hey.
them, though.
Well, I mean,
That
yeah,
shush
but I mean,
down.
hey, you
I never knew a shush.
never,
and headphones
somebody
could be so
wants to hear the
violent.
gospel, you don't never shoo them away.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, sit, have a seat.
Matty Owens, baby.
Oh,
Well, that's
man.
good. So they're doing all right.
Oh, they're doing good.
Good deal.
What'd you preach on?
Perseverance.
Jesus.
Just Jesus?
Yeah.
Hey, that's all you need.
Yeah.
It don't take no
No.
more than that. I was just curious if you had.
Well,
some-
and hey, and then it's
a good place to start.
The best part of it was okay. Love your neighbor as yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and look, in the best way that you can love them. Don't get mad or get angry with them. Love them, and then the Bible says this way. That way you'll be heaping coals of fire upon their head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your enemies, yeah.
Yeah, your enemies. Love your enemies.
You just got to drop
Well, I just-
coals on a hater head.
That's the unique. When Jesus said, "Hey, look, you got to love your enemies."
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to do, Si.
That's a tough one.
Mhm.
But hey, it was a good lesson. Everybody enjoyed it, and Bill was tired. Okay, so that was the only thing that I noticed. Is he was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Other than that, but hey,
Yeah.
man, 70 fixed to be 79.
He was glad to see you, Si.
He asked you to bust him out of there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
Same
that
thing he
was
asked
the
me.
first thing he said. Hey, let's go get your go to your house.
Yeah. He said, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Same.
That's why I need to talk to Jason, Al, and Willie, and Jeff. Because the best thing they can do for Phil Robertson right now is go by, put him in their truck, drive him down to the lair, put him in a 4x4, and take him to the land for about a couple hours.
You ain't going to do it right now.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying the river's coming.
Yeah, well, no,
So
but
Yeah.
we about to have to get in a boat.
but that don't bother Phil. He
no,
knows.
that don't bother Phil.
It don't bother Phil. Okay. He had it where he used to step out off his steps and step in the boat
Yeah, I think
and
it
go
made
where he
mine.
needed to go.
Yeah.
So that was one of the prerequisites to his lovely wife. Hey, go find me a place to live on the river.
Mm-hmm. And it's
And
coming.
when she was talking, when Kay was talking to the realtor, Kay asked her, said, "Hey, did it flood here?" And the woman kind of scared the woman. She said, I'm not going to be. They're not going to buy it because I had to tell them the truth. Yes, it does. And Kay said, that's fine. That's what we want.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
It
Let's
floods.
be on an island, boys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We'll be on
That thing turned into an island down there.
Yeah, so.
Oh,
But I just thought I would let the fans know, hey, Phil and Kay are doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay. For elderly people. Okay.
as good as they can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep them in your prayers. I mean,
So,
it's
hey,
always
and like
good.
I said, we do appreciate your prayers
Mm-hmm.
and keep it up. Is your credit bad? Have we got a deal for you, boys?
What is it, Si?
Hey, it's smart credit.
Mm.
Don't
never
ever let
know.
it go bad.
And interest rates are expected to drop. So, you know what? That means if you're going to finance something, good times are headed your way.
That's it.
But the problem is, if you want to save on it, you got to have a good credit score. That's how your interest rate is determined. And that's why our friends over at Smart Credit can help you. On average, Smart Credit users raise their credit score up to 34 points in just 30 days.
That's quick.
Imagine it, though, man. Lower car payment, that's a raise. Better mortgage rate, that's a big raise. And just major savings in general, right? That's more money back in your pocket to spend on other things that come up because life still happens, right? Smart Credit's patented technology scans your credit profile and pinpoints exactly which bills to pay and when to maximize your score. It's like having the best credit knowledge in your pocket.
I had to buy a car back in October, and I did a lot of math and did a lot. I might have a degree in finance, and it might take longer than it should have to get it, but I still got it. And I did a lot of math of different credit scores, and
And you know what? They'll do it for you.
They'll do it for you.
You didn't even have to do it. You didn't even know about it then.
I didn't know about it then, but I do know the difference. 34 points can make a big difference in how much you end up paying for something that you're financing.
Ain't no doubt about it. Look, don't wait. Take control of your credit score with Smart Credit and be ready to cash in when interest rates fall. Start with your 7-day trial at smartcredit.com/duck. And for just $1, see how many points you can add to your credit score. That's smartcredit.com/duck. Average point changes are based on historical data. Individual results may vary and are not guaranteed. What'd you think about the Masters? Do you watch any of that?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
The only thing I
Excellent.
watch in the Masters is I watch it to look at all the beautiful flowers. Okay, because that's probably the prettiest golf course in the world.
Oh, it is.
You know, for my humble opinion. Okay, because of the flowers and everything.
Or at least
Yeah.
of the ones that are known. Let's say that.
Yeah.
There may be
Yeah.
one out there that ain't. But I think if you
So
were
that's why I
prettier,
kept telling Stone, hey, you need to get with fast growing trees and get me some darn fruit trees planted on our property down
That's
there,
right.
Field's property.
So you look like the golf course.
Well, no, I was like, hey, it's like when I'm squirrel hunting in October. Guess what gets ripe in October? Musky dimes.
Oh,
Okay, and it's nothing better than take your 22 rifle with a scope on it, get in the woods, go find you a tree that's got a muscadine vine on it, pick you a pocket full of them, and then go sit down there under some dead tree. Whenever a squirrel comes out, pop him, drop him, okay, and then drop you a couple of muscadimes in. Talking about waiting on the next
Pop him, drop him.
and make sure you got plenty of toilet paper with you.
one. Hey, yeah.
That'll run through.
They are tart. Okay. They are tart, but they are good. Okay.
Oh, Lord. have
I just
mercy.
described his perfect day.
Yeah.
No. Hey, look, that's what Phil needs. Okay, a break from where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, because that's what I told Kay and Phil when I was saying about. I said, what have you two outlaws been up to? You're always jumping off the reservation. I said, that's why it took me so long to come here and visit y'all.
I didn't know
I said,
where
every
y'all were.
time.
Yeah.
I said, every time I asked, where were you? Somebody said, no, they ain't there.
Mm-mm.
And I said, well, good grief, where are they at? So I was always, I was too late.
You needed to be a tracker.
Yeah.
You needed you a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
tracker.
Be fair, Phil's never been easy to track.
Well,
No.
no.
I'll ask everybody that ever tried to catch him.
Well, see, Jason, all his kids have forgot. Okay, this is a man that spent 95% of his lifetime
Mm-hmm.
in the woods.
You know who I ran across
Who?
the other day? He was like, a guy, people ask me a lot how Phil's doing, and I'll let them know what I know. I don't know as near as much as everybody else around here. But he goes, yeah, my dad found him in a cypress log, 46. I met the guy's son who found Phil when he was sick with fever out in the woods, and I was like, wow, that was a small world moment.
Hey, we've always filmed duck hunting The one thing I always regretted is when we went to Shinny Lake and spent about 2 weeks in high water, backwater, finding big logs, cypress logs. And then we took them from Shinny's Lake down the creek all the way to Phil's property.
Well, buddy, I got good news for you.
No.
The river's coming, and if you want to do it again, I'll be glad to document you do.
Well, no, because, hey, look.
That sounds like way too much work.
Phil had sent me over there because he had something he had to do. And, I was looking for more. Well, I got lost on Shinny Lake because I didn't know it. Okay, but I did find a gigantic cypress log that was all 300 feet long. And look, it put these tables together, and it would be about bigger round.
300 feet long?
Hey, that thing was slick as a baby's butt.
300 feet?
Okay, no limbs. Okay, huge. You could have cut it in 3 sections. Beautiful. Okay,
100 foot each.
And I couldn't find it. When we went back with Phil, I couldn't find the stupid thing.
You lost a football field sized tree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's yards.
Oh no, but that was a feat. Okay.
300 feet's 100 yards, Phil.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was about 3 football.
Oh my goodness. No.
Yeah. It was about 3 football lengths.
So this is a football field long?
Hey, longer.
Longer than a football
Hey, it's longer than a football field.
Up and vanish like a fart in the wind, just like
Ladies
Andy
and
did.
gentlemen, you heard it here first. Si Robertson found Noah's Ark
Oh no,
in
look,
Shinny Lake in the year of our Lord 1987.
Whoa.
Look.
How tall did them redwoods get?
Not no 3.
Oh no, yes
I'm
they
just
do. Yes
curious.
they do. They get redwood in California are gigantic. Okay.
giant
Hey,
redwood.
look, they cut a hole through one of them that you could drive a pickup through, son.
How tall they get?
I'm looking.
Hey,
They need to
About-
be faster. They used to be faster.
Well, I was looking up how tall the Empire State Building was just for funsies.
Well,
too.
speaking of Si stories, when we were talking to Phil, Si was telling him about catching catfish and how big the catfish were. And then Phil said, "Yeah, no, I think you're going a little bit too far there, Si."
he's stretching how big
He's
it was.
stretching. He said he's stretching this.
I'm incorrect. A redwood tree 100 feet wide, which is insane, and 400 foot tall.
Yeah.
So you found a redwood in Shinny Lake.
Well, I
That's
no.
a big.
Hey, look, the blind on B Break up there, will fish in Moss Lake. Hey, I think it was like 75 yards where we had the blind in the top of it. Hey, a mallard duck could light in the decoys directly under you. And with a 3.5 inch Magnum 12 gauge with 2s in it, you could shoot him in the back and he would swim off. You could not kill him.
There you go.
Redwood
Okay,
trees are
so
taller
hey,
than the
that's how
Statue of
high.
Liberty.
Okay. Oh no, Redwood, they got a picture of one somewhere
I found the
that
Statue
you
of
can
Liberty
actually drive
floating
a
down the
truck
river.
through.
No, but then he lost it.
Okay.
And then he lost it. So how'd you lose it?
Look, lose what?
The tree.
Oh no, I couldn't find it. It was in backwater.
That
It's
is-
out of its banks, way out in the woods.
I'm going to give
Well,
Si.
I just accidentally stumbled on it. That's why I keep telling y'all that hey, I've led a exciting and unique life.
No.
Because look, Luther Bottom. I don't know if you've ever been up
Oh,
there.
I know where Luther is. Yeah, I've
Okay.
been all up in it.
And when we was in college for the one semester I was there,
I used to roost woodies in there.
no, look, we used to wade that where look there was just fingers of water that maybe be a foot deep and that wide.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're full of snakes. This
Oh, yeah.
thing is full of snakes, okay? And we're bass fishing, okay? Wading. And just wearing them out, about 1.5 pounds, biggest we ever caught. I think 3 pounds the biggest one we ever caught in.
Yeah,
But there was thousands of them in them little fingers.
them woodies used to love it.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm sure
Deer,
they still do, but those days are past me.
Yeah, deer were running everywhere,
can run
snakes
back.
crawling everywhere, fish jumping everywhere. The woods were alive with everything.
Wow.
With the sound of music.
Matter of fact, Bill, Red
Yep.
Dog,
Phillips.
yeah, Phillips, he was back in there doing something, and he found one of them big short barrel cannons.
W.E.
Yeah,
Found a
Look.
cannon.
He found the cannon and the balls, the steel that you shoot,
I can't believe I've never heard
And
this story.
hey, look, and we wouldn't look for it again because hey, that thing worth money, big money. Couldn't find it.
Oh boy.
Couldn't find it.
Is every story you got today? So you found something incredible that
Well,
it
no,
disappeared?
I'm saying we used to. There was nothing that we wouldn't try.
Yeah.
Martin lost his phone.
Phillip, you got my phone?
Phillip,
That's what you get, a kidney shot.
Hey,
I'm just
Phil,
asking.
look, Phil and Tommy used to go to Arkansas on Corning Creek, okay, with a P-roll and paddle as far as it could go, and then drag the P-roll out, when they run out of rudder. And look, somebody'd pick them up at a bridge in Louisiana somewhere. I'm serious. There was nothing we wouldn't try.
Look, are you struggling, constantly feeling exhausted, weighed down, and struggle to get through the day? The culprit may be right under your nose. And by right under your nose, I mean, well, kind of down your back and a little bit further down than your nose. But it could just be a sluggish, overworked liver. Reality is your liver is under constant attack from processed foods, which we all eat because we're American. Look, environmental toxins, GMOs, microplastics, fluoride, and so many other things that we still don't know about.
100 million Americans suffer from an overworked and sluggish liver. That's like
100 million.
1 out of every 3 of us. Mountains man liver's tired. It got punched that one time.
Oh, man. So look, if you're ready to find energy and your vitality, look, give your liver the support it desperately needs with the liver health formula from our sponsor, Pure Health Research.
I like
They
it.
make it simple for you. Look, the cutting edge supplement combines 11 powerful, clinically proven natural ingredients to detoxify and rejuvenate your liver at the cellular level, which is important because that you can't see your cells. That's all the way at the bottom, boys. So you'll experience more energy and optimized metabolism. This company's already helped more than 2 million Americans. So let's make it 2 million in one, right? So it's time you joined the ranks and got back to feeling your best. As a special offer for our listeners, you can try Liver Health Formula with a discount of 35%. Use discount code
Duck.
at checkout. This is an exclusive offer for our audience. To claim your 35% discount, just visit purehealthresearch.com and enter the code
Duck.
at checkout. That's purehealthresearch.com. Discount code.
Duck.
Take the first step towards better liver health and more vibrant living today. W.E.
W.E.
Hey,
All right, so we're in the Duck Call Room podcast.
and I just told him the story about you found that blunderbuss cannon
You found a cannon?
in Luther Bottoms.
Yep. Not in Luther.
Not in Luther. Where was it?
Not in Luther.
Oh, it was up there somewhere.
You know where Truck Snow is?
Yeah, I know where Truck Snow is.
Colton Murphy's from Truck.
Truck Snow.
Okay. And then you lost
And-
it?
No. Oh, I lost it. Yeah.
Well, we couldn't find it. We went back to look
I
for it.
was on a beach ridge looking over a flat.
Yep, Beach Nut
we
Ridge.
always went there squirrel hunting when I was young. I was probably 15, 14, something like that. And I'm sitting there before daylight, fooling around, and I'm looking for something on my right hand, and I feel something. And I rub it a little bit, and I'm like, that's metal. It's dark, I'm like, I'm just waiting for daylight. So it starts getting a little bit daylight. I'm still looking for the squirrels. And I look over there, and I'm like, hey, what is this? Well, it took me about 10 minutes, and it's a cannonball. I would say 12 pounds.
Okay.
And then once I got down on the ridge, I was looking around. And once I go down the hill, and I see it sticking out of the ground about probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And I can't tell if it's a cannon, but it looks like a cannon. I never did find the hole. It just had a lot of dirt and crap and rocks and stuff all over it. but it had a rim on close to, down there toward the end, like it kind of abrased up a little bit.
Okay.
And Murray Crow's been after me ever since.
All right. Well, that's the canon story. I just wanted to hear it from the source. Good deal.
All right. I was hoping it wouldn't field news because I'm coming in Sunday, and I'll probably be there all week.
Oh, good. Well,
Hey.
then you're gonna get an actual chair then. Good. That's good to know. We got W coming up on the podcast.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
All right. I'll holler at you.
All right.
All right, see.
So W found a shot put in the woods. Cool.
Yep. One of them big barrel ones. Short barrel.
I'll say this, Si, you tell a much better story than W.
Well, no. He had told us. Look, he had told us that it was a cannon sitting there and a stack of the balls.
There you go. Si, you ever call somebody and had the wrong number and left them a voicemail? Swearing
No.
it was the right number?
No.
I was just
Well, I get a lot of the wrong calls. That, is Jim there? And I said, "There ain't no Jim lives here, son. You got the wrong number."
yeah. Well, we get that on your phone line from time to time. So.
How did okay?
Well, that
Hunter-
was that's when I'm in Robo Killer mode.
Well, so we
Okay.
have the voicemail, Si, right?
Yeah.
People call in and says, "Hey, it's Si Robertson." Somebody's had the wrong number and keeps calling us,
They just keep on.
and they won't
Oh,
stop leaving voicemails.
So,
well, hey,
Hunter?
well, what can I say?
So
You give out the number every time we say that. So hey,
yeah,
318-215-6559.
That's our phone number. Hold on. Do we need to call it real fast so people hear
Well-
what this guy's listening to?
But I'm guessing after about 10 voicemails, you ain't listening anymore.
318. What is it?
215-6559.
Fine, you reached my answering machine. Hey, look, leave me a message for us to play in the duck call room, and you just might hear yourself in an upcoming episode.
And that's what's about to happen to this guy.
Johnny Robs, $100 buy-in.
oh, we playing poker now, boy.
I just want to see you playing.
That's right.
That's the kind of voicemail Si leaves?
That's what Si leaves.
That's
And
right.
it always says that it can't be transcribed. Nope.
That tracks.
Yeah, Apple Intelligence ain't made it that far.
No.
So Hunter, we have a guy that just keeps calling our phone number.
yeah. So this guy sent 10 voicemails.
Is it possible for us to answer that phone?
I mean, I have his phone number if you need to call him back. His name's Earl.
His name's Earl.
Let me call him.
Goodbye, Earl.
Earl.
So his name's Earl. I ignored the first few voicemails because he never said what he wanted. Then after a few, he said what he wanted. I want to play all 10 of them,
What?
if that's
Wow.
okay.
How long
It is-
are they?
Not that long.
Do you have them cut together all together, or are we going to have to go like voicemail?
Voicemail.
Well, get
Okay.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
This is
a
an
whole,
epic,
it's an epic
mini series here.
Yes.
All right, fire
Well, I
away,
know
Hunter.
I know a guy named Earl.
Yeah.
He's from Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not looking for you. He's
a
looking
good
for his
friend
grandson.
of
Avery.
Avery's.
No.
He's one part of
You
Avery's
ever
band.
had some black eyed
Guy
peas?
named Earl cuts my hair too.
Oh.
What little bit I got left. But,
Huh.
all right, Hunter, fire away.
I don't know a single Earl. What?
Can you bring me that orange chicken roll?
Orange chicken oil.
What?
That was Napoleon Dynamite.
That boy's high on something.
I might have forgotten about the opening to that.
Hunter, that was the message I left you.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody had a bad night at Easter.
Hey,
Somebody flew too close to the sun. at the
hey,
Peking
that's somebody's
Chinese
having
buffet.
liver problems.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the first one.
All right, part 2.
All right.
The heck, Earl? I told you yesterday to bring that orange chicken from Costco, and you still ain't brought it, Earl.
Oh, this
It's
is
the
fake.
orange chicken in the freezer section, like with all the Asian stuff, like there's rice, chicken, some egg rolls. The orange chicken specifically, Earl, I need it before Friday at 6 p.m. That's when the big cookout happens, Earl. And I promised Tyrone I'd bring him this chicken. He
He's
really
kid.
wants it. It's his favorite thing.
This fake.
He's
He'll be
kidding.
very disappointed if you don't bring it, Earl.
This
He's-
fake.
He's
Nah.
kidding. He's kidding.
Some chicken quickly
the
before
mountain
it's
man.
too late.
He's calling Earl. It sounds like.
He's kidding.
Hey, this is Earl again.
Oh,
I'm still wondering if you're gonna bring that chicken today, or like you just haven't got back to me. Remember the cookout's Friday at 6 p.m.
That's a Utah area code.
I know. I
Let
got
me
a
know when
bunch
you're
of.
bringing that chicken.
Hey, Earl's wanting some chicken.
yeah. So that's Earl.
He's kidding. He's kidding the mountain man.
Here's my problem.
I'm serious. He's kidding the mountain man.
Ain't nobody in Salt Lake City, Utah, eating orange chicken.
Keep going.
Keep going.
I,
Hey, this is Earl again. When are you bringing that chicken? Like, this is getting ridiculous. Not only are you not bringing the chicken, but you're not even texting or calling. You're just not responding to me. Like, why are you doing this, Earl? How could you do this to your own grandfather? You promised to bring this chicken. This is like that time you didn't bring me that toilet paper. Except I need this chicken by Friday. It's not just,
what's that? He needs his
toilet
chicken by
paper,
Friday, boys.
I can go without toilet paper a few days, but Tyrone wants this chicken on Friday.
Oh my
Friday
goodness.
by, let's see, like 4 p.m. at the latest, because the cookout's at 6 and I need at least 2 hours to cook. Please bring the chicken today, or at least tell me when you're going to bring it. There's not much time.
No.
He ain't got much time, boys.
Why don't we just call him?
I'm gonna say Earl.
I'm gonna let you lead the conversation, Phillip.
I'm gonna act like Mountain Man then.
Only if you're comfortable with it.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Look at me. I'm very
Okay.
comfortable.
What happened? Are we prepared for somebody named Brittany to answer this phone? All right, Earl.
I got your chicken ready.
I'm nervous.
Hi, I'm a Google virtual calling assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Can you say what you're calling about?
Earl. Earl, I need my chicken. Ah!
This poor girl named Brittany has no idea what is going on. She has no idea her phone number's been
I'm
ghosted.
just gonna hang up.
No. First, I got to order a 3-piece mixed. Si, you want anything? Any chicken?
Yeah, I want some orange chicken.
Get Si some orange chicken.
I'll
We
take
used
it.
to call
I'll take
hotels.
it. I'll take it home for my wife.
Ah.
She likes
Google
orange
Assistant.
chicken.
Yeah.
It's
I
definitely his voice though.
Oh, yeah.
On the voicemail greeting.
I no, it was an AI Google Assistant.
It was
Sounded-
AI.
Yeah.
That sounded
All,
like
it felt like all that was AI.
Yeah.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Could I interest you in some fruit
Sure.
in your backyard
Yes.
from a tree that grows quickly?
Boom.
Spring is here, and it's time to get back outside, Mark.
Fast Growing Trees is the biggest online nursery in the U.S. with thousands of different plants and over 2 million happy customers. Fast Growing Trees offers a wide variety of plants, including
Fruit tree.
privacy trees, flowering trees, and shrubs, all tailored to your climate and space with an easy online ordering process and quick delivery straight to your door. Plus, with their Alive and Thrive guarantee and expert support, your plants will arrive healthy and you'll receive guidance on choosing the right plants and learn how to properly care for them.
That's right.
You know what they do faster than growing?
What's
Ship
that?
'em.
Shipping straight to your
You
door.
order it.
Delivery.
Ship them. Hey, they done all the research. You don't have to do none of that.
That's
And
exactly
they got
right.
the
Okay, and look,
selection
we're in zone 8 in Louisiana.
Zone 8.
here in the
Okay? Hey, and so
71291.
is Georgia.
Whether you got a big yard, small yard, or no yard, Fast Growing Trees has over 6,000 plants to fit any space, from indoor plants to fruit trees to full-size privacy trees and more. And like I was trying to tell you, their resource center is full of knowledge and tips, and
Right.
you get help right there, right? If you don't have a green thumb, they can turn it green.
Yeah, you don't have to drive around looking for nothing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All you need is get a catalog and look through there and order what
Some
you
call
want.
it a website.
And then they deliver it, baby.
Look, this spring they have the best deals for your yard, up to half off on select plants and other deals. And listeners to our show get 15% off their first purchase when using the code
Duck,
at checkout. That's an additional 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com using the code
duck,
at checkout. Fastgrowingtrees.com code.
duck,
Now's the perfect time to plant. Use
duck.
to save today. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply.
And get yourself some fast growing trees, baby.
I found maybe one of the weirdest articles I've read in a minute.
What?
Oh,
Woman accused of embezzling more than $500,000
From church.
from church.
Mm.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
A woman is accused of embezzling more than $500,000. 44 years old. She's a Baptist. I don't know why that's important. It's just the name of the church. She was the financial secretary at the church for 11 years. Are you ready to hear all the things she embezzled?
Yeah.
Oh, she did get fired as well.
Can you put it on the screen?
Oh, yeah. Here we
I
go.
can read too.
In 2020, it started in 2020, and she made some unauthorized charges, paid off some credit card debt, and, paid herself a little extra. That was 90 grand. Next year, she was like, you know what? This worked.
Gonna go up, baby.
She bought Amazon stuff, SeaWorld tickets, Hey Dude shoes, and a helicopter flight.
Gosh dang it, she listens to us.
And a helicopter flight over the Grand Canyon.
She listens to us. She wears Hey Dudes and goes to SeaWorld. Yes, this is our people.
Oh, look. And then the next year, she got a little more excited. 125 grand, cruise lines, I'm betting Carnival.
Yeah.
Airbnb, concert tickets, I'm betting Morgan Wallen, and more.
No, she was
Anyway.
she was at the Tracy Lawrence concert this weekend at ULM.
Now she's from Florida.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, it just amazed me. But my biggest concern is if you're going to embezzle $500,000, why buy fiscally responsible ugly shoes?
Yeah, why not?
Like,
why not pull the Tennessee quarterback move and ask for a Bugatti, man? Like the boy whose last name I can't say said, "I'm going all in on this. The University of Tennessee gonna pay me," and they said, "No,
Nope.
player, we'll see you." So. Oh,
anyway,
man.
she knowfully and unlawfully used the church's credit card for $500,000 over a 5-year period.
Why did it
Do you
take
know how
$500,000?
Do you know how many Hey Dude shoes you got to buy to get to $500,000?
And you know how many trips you got to go on Carnival? They name a boat after you. Like, Carnival hosted the Duck Commander cruise, for crying out loud. Like
Carnival Amelia Baptist cruise. I
mean,
feel bad for the good folks of Amelia Baptist, though. But also,
why did it take $500,000?
in 5 years.
5 years.
But to be fair, if I saw somebody walking in with some Hey Dudes on, I wouldn't be like, they stole those for sure. Like, you can afford those, right? Anybody can have those. Those are the ugliest shoes in America.
How did she get caught finally?
I don't know. They did fire her.
Oh,
He
yeah.
kept dipping.
Yeah. She just kept, he's noticed each year went up a little bit.
Hey,
Each year she
Kept dipping.
the
till-
first year she was
till
just
they
in a bind.
finally,
Yep.
at first she wasn't doing enough to even bother with. Well, she finally kept raising
The first
price.
year was 100 G's. She did enough.
Hey,
But the first year you noticed it was just like her own money. She paid off some stuff,
Yeah.
and then she realized she got away with it.
And the additional payroll.
And then she said, "We're
like,
going."
who oversees her? That's
I do
that's
have
the real
questions.
issue. Like,
This thing may run a little deeper. We'll figure it out right here on the duck call room.
oh man, you ain't got to figure out nothing. That's incredible.
That was a
Big
wild one
crook.
to me.
I like the products that made the headline. Hey,
Hey,
dude,
crooks being
cruises, freaking on.
Airbnb, SeaWorld, and Hey Dudes.
Mm,
The helicopter flight over the Grand Canyon gets me
Yeah.
because that's dangerous. I don't like helicopters.
Mm-mm.
But she just straight said, you know what? Them people gave this money to the Lord. I'm going to look at the Lord's creation.
and the Lord wants me to go to SeaWorld.
That's right. And hey,
Also
dude.
the Lord's creation.
And some
Shamu.
freaking Hey Dudes. I wonder if those were pre-Croc Hey Dudes. Was that before Crocs bought them? Or
2021 was when she got big into Hey Dudes.
yeah, that's probably pre-Croc Hey Dudes. So
I bought one pair of them stupid shoes and I felt dumb.
That's
ding.
And my
There you
father,
go.
yeah, that was from the Lord too. He was like,
Yeah.
"You did look dumb."
no, that was from me.
I don't know how people wear them things, but
I
they
don't.
make my feet sweat and stink. I don't.
I'll try anything that everybody's doing. Right?
Yeah.
I even
Do
bought.
y'all sell Hey Dudes? It seemed like it'd be kind of on brand.
It kind of would, but I'm trying to draw a line somewhere on.
Yeah.
But like with Crocs, I was like, I'll even try these ugly things out.
Yeah, I got Crocs.
Yeah, you're a big Croc guy.
I like Crocs.
No, I'm not a big Croc guy. I wear
You're a
them
big
during
Croc
hunting.
guy.
I wear them during hunting season.
You wear them all the time then.
During hunting season, I wear them from my front door to my truck because I know I'm going to go put on waders.
That's all the time.
Hey, the good people at Crocs, when they saw the lawnmower race episode, they said, "Thank you for putting us on the show."
Hey, that's good. No, we had camouflage Duck
They
Commander
started
Crocs.
shipping
We
them here
had,
to Duck Commander.
With them yellow, the yellow 4-wheel drive strap.
the yellow accents. I mean, we did. I may own one of the handful of pairs of Crocs golf shoes still.
Mm.
Crocs camouflage golf shoes. Yeah. So
You know why?
I just don't. They make my feet sweat too. But I got sweaty feet, so I don't need no help in that department. But
Get you a pair of Crocs.
Can I throw a croc fact to you
What?
guys?
They only live in Africa and alligators live here.
I've got some crocodile boots.
Do you guys know the movie Idiocracy?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Yeah.
Hunter, we're busier than you, man. I ain't got
I'm
time
so
for 10
shocked.
voicemails or half your movie.
What about it, Hunter? Tell us.
Well, it's a movie about a guy who goes into cryo sleep, goes in the future, and everyone's really dumb, and he's the smartest man on earth.
I do know that. Is that
feel,
what's
I feel like
no,
that when
I'm
I walk
thinking
into
of
the duck
Encino
call
Man.
room.
Wheeze the Juice. What movie is that? Encino Man?
I have no idea what
Sounds
that
a lot
is.
like Quantum Leap, right? Ain't that the other show?
No, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Encino Man with Pauly Shore. You got to wheeze the juice,
Brendan-
bro.
Brendan Fraser.
That's him.
The point is, Crocs was a company, and they were going bankrupt because no one was buying those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So the costume designer of that movie was like, "Hey, find me the dumbest looking shoes that exist for this movie." It was Crocs. After that movie released, everyone started buying Crocs, and it took them out of bankruptcy. Which I think would have been more interesting had you guys known what that movie was.
And now you know
The
the rest of the story.
Really, I just figured NASCAR saved Crocs.
That's part of Duck Dynasty saved Crocs.
No, they were rolling them. That's
No,
weird.
not really. They
Idiocracy
shipped a bunch
came
of
out
stuff
in
after
2006. Not near as good as Encino Man. Encino Man's a good flick.
What did it rate?
I don't know. I don't even care.
Doesn't say. I was just curious on how that movie saved Crocs, because if none of us had ever heard of it.
I have heard that
that.
story.
And we're rednecks.
Oh.
I've heard the story that they were trying to make people look dumb in the future, so I just put them all in these stupid Crocs, and nobody was buying Crocs, and then everybody was like, "Those shoes look kind of comfortable."
And now you know what helps? Decorate them.
That goes too far.
What are they
My
called?
kids like Crocs.
Do they have the little decorations?
There's some Pokemon in our Crocs.
Okay.
Speaking of Pokemon, you want the story of the year?
Sure.
Oh, I got you one.
Go ahead.
You ever seen the movie Sandlot?
Yeah.
Of course you have.
Who hadn't?
You ever seen
I
the?
watched Angels in the Outfield the other night.
That's a good one.
Didn't realize Matthew McConaughey was in Angels in the Outfield. By
I
the way,
did
till
not.
the other night.
I didn't know that.
Oh, get ready for this story. No, it's Pokemon in my book. I'll call it. I like calling it Pokemon to make my kids and apparently Beth upset. She's like, "It's Pokemon. You can't call it Pokemon."
Come on, JD.
Every
You know
time
better.
my kids come home, I'm like, "You got you some Pokemon cards?" You're like, "It's Pokemon, Dad." And I'm like, "It's funny to me." Anyway, so I collected Pokemon cards in the 4th grade, right?
Okay.
And I kept them.
Oh, there were something.
Well, they were.
Uh-oh.
Until
I showed them to Ben's.
he done took them out of their sleeves and everything, had
He took them to school
Uh-oh.
I sold them.
and
Traded 'em.
Traded them for Happy Meal, newfangled Pokemon junk. He did that, and I was like, "No, he didn't." And I was like,
Did the kid he traded them to know what he had?
"No,
No, the teacher did, though.
no, he might have." I texted the kid's dad. I said, "Hey, we're gonna need them back." He said, "Oh, this is hilarious." Anyways, I'm supposed to be getting my Pokemon cards. I need to text my wife.
He's checked. Boy. See if
Anyways, so Ben, I wasn't going to be mad because I gave them to him and I was like, "These are ours. These are going to be cool." And I was like, he about to learn the lesson that he just traded probably not much money, but like $400, $500, probably sell them on eBay for all of them. And he traded them for like literal Happy Meal toys.
No cash value.
None.
Yeah, for junk.
And I wanted him to learn that lesson. But see, he got nervous because he knew he wasn't supposed to take those to school. And he got to, making up some stories, aka lying. And then he had to make up another lie to cover that lie.
That's
And
right.
then it kept going downhill. I said, "Well, here's what you're about to do. You're about to FaceTime our good friend Bear. And you're going to explain to him that you took them without your dad's permission, and on Monday you need them all back. And he had to do the walk of shame into school today and trade back Pokemon cards, which really made me happy. But it was like Sandlot if Pokemon was as cool as a Babe Ruth baseball.
You know, you can't have a good time in bad boots.
I
No.
was just fixing to say, maybe you got the wrong type boot on.
But on the flip side, you can't have a bad time in good boots either.
That's right.
Maybe you want to be new boot goofing. And if you're into that,
That's right.
look, our friends over at Tecovas can help you out.
I'm more of a boot scoot and boogie kind
There
of
you
guy.
Hey,
go.
whatever you want to do with your boots, whether they're made for walking
Talking.
Or boogieing.
or
Dancing.
boogieing.
Yeah.
Or
Hey,
just
don't
going
leave
it
out
low.
boogieing, boys.
Have you ever wondered if you can pull off boots with your personal style? Si sure does, so I know you can too.
That's it, boys. They make the best.
You owe it
Hey.
to your feet to pull on a pair of Tecovas. Being confident isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Look, and you can find comfort in the traditions of the West and confidence from making it your own. You can honor the West by leaving your own boot print. Tecovas crafts quality Western boots for everyone from generational ranchers, not Si, and lifelong cowboys, he wants to be, to first-time boot buyers. But see, he's somewhere in
Because
there.
I got a pair of them, boys.
And they look good.
And they look good, they feel good, and they fit right.
And you know what? They honor their word because the first pair we ordered, we had to send back
It didn't
Yeah.
fit quite right.
because we
It wasn't
ordered
quite
wrong.
right. They're made so good that, hey, whatever your foot size is, you get the right size and you just slip it on.
And that's because they're made with over 200 meticulous steps for broken-in comfort right out of the box. So whether it's a long day or a big night, your Tecovas are built to last and impress.
Forever.
And there's no compromise between quality and style with these boots. Plus, with Tecovas Best in the West guarantee, you'll get free returns and exchanges for 30 days.
Hey, get you a pair, boys.
I don't know
You'll
why.
never regret it.
I don't know how you couldn't. Right now, get 10% off at tecovas.com/
Duck.
when you sign up for email and text. That's 10% off at tecovas.com/
Duck.
tecovas.com/
Duck.
see site for details.
That's right.
Tecovas.
Order them today, immediately.
Point your toes west.
I got my Pokemon cards back.
You
I
just
got my-
found out?
I got my holographic blast. There was one that was like, this is important. But you just traded like $300. We got it back. We're good. Hunter, did that story give you the heebie-jeebies?
Hunter was on edge.
Hunter was on edge.
Hunter, do you have Pokemon cards?
No, my parents kept me away from Pokemon because they said it would make me too nerdy.
It's a good thing they did that. I'd hate to know where you'd be today.
Right?
That works. You guys seen the movie Idiocracy?
That's funny.
That was actually a normal thing to say because it is a true story about the Crocs.
Good one, Hunter.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Pokemon and anime kept it away from me.
That's a good thing. Anyway, that was my story from the weekend. I got home on Friday. Oh, man. And I should have brought you. They asked me to do career day at the school.
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
I said, I got a couple jobs. One's a podcast, and there's a few kids in this class that are obsessed with Duck Dynasty. And they always are like, hey, Benz, your dad really know Uncle Si? And Benz is like, yeah, he does. And so then I'm there, and there's this one kid named Mac. Mac loves you in Duck Dynasty, and I love Mac. And he's just sitting on the front row listening. I said, well, I once had a friend come do career day at this exact school, and he asked the kids if they'd ever heard of Vietnam. And the teachers laughed real hard. The kids were like, what's Nam? I said, well, Bengal Tiger ate one of them. And I was like, man, I should have brought Si with me to career day. That'd have been hilarious.
I'd have got you some clout around there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Instead, I walked in with a cricket can with like 50 crickets in it.
How many did you leave with?
All of them. Let me tell you something, though.
6 cents a piece. You can't be giving them away.
Hey, let me tell you something. Them kids got into the crickets. I thought they were going to ask me a million questions about Uncle Si. Only questions about crickets.
Hey, how come some of them crickets got that long thing coming out their butt? Is that the boys and the boys versus the girls, or just some of them? You
ready, Mr.
You ever asked
Biology?
that? Yeah, I'm interested. I didn't have entomology, so
All I know is a cricket has a 6-week lifespan. We get them at about 4 weeks.
there you go.
That's the most I know.
They have a what, 6 weeks lifespan?
6 weeks. If you're a cricket and you're born today,
You better live
You better get
fast and high.
because
Yeah.
by June,
Yeah.
you're gone.
You're out. Interesting.
Now, have you heard
Shorter
of
than that
people?
when they put a hook in them?
I've got a question. Have you heard of people taking the legs off of the crickets to fish with them?
What?
No leg cricket?
Yeah, they do it at Shinny.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
That's too much
That's
work.
bad enough I'm putting a hook in.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna rip
I
his
don't know.
legs off.
Have you ever heard of that, Si?
I've heard of yeah.
Okay.
So it'll float?
Yeah, it floats. Then this sinks real slow.
Well, his
How
wings
heavy are
Yeah.
their
feel
legs?
good,
yeah, that's right.
and he's buzzing.
Yep.
He ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
With if you lay the legs on them, they take off.
You ready for some biology?
Yeah.
The long spike sticking out of a cricket's butt?
Is that boy and girl?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
Which one?
I figured it's a girl, huh?
You're so smart. Why?
I figured that's how she lays her eggs.
You're a genius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you set this up?
No, I
You
didn't.
did not
I
know
mean,
that.
I'm just using
Common
context
sense.
clues and what I know
Common
about
sense.
other animals.
Yeah.
Like, in general, a lot of times in that world, females are bigger because they have to do all the work, like of the child rearing and all the things. Like, boys are just a sperm donor. So, you know,
Be like that sometimes.
yeah, it's like that, man. Life happens.
Back
like
to
that.
the cricket.
It comes
Love
at
on the
you-
rocks. Ain't no big
It comes
surprise.
at you fast, man.
That was one of Phil's favorite things is to take.
But I figured they'd like poke that thing in the ground or something and then put
Yeah.
their eggs on
Yep.
it or something like that. That's what I always figured. Because that thing pretty sharp. I mean, not
Yeah.
like, but I always, I was a kid, I poke it. Like why's that thing sticking out of there? Trying to figure out if some fish like that
And that's-
versus a
hey,
regular one,
right
That's
through their
exactly
back.
what they did with it. They put it in the ground.
ground or leaf or something. I just
Yeah.
figured it was a
Yeah.
way for egg
Yep.
transport to
So
some.
just
some-
transport and hide them.
Yeah. So,
Crickets are weird.
yeah, most long pointy things go to the guys. I get why you'd ask it that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's where my childlike mind went. And I was going to giggle after I found out, but it was wrong. So I'm just
Well, you asked the right person then.
That's a big old boy. Look at him. Throw him out there.
Oh, wow. Beth just texted me.
Uh-oh.
The good news is, gang, we've been talking foolishness and goofiness this entire episode pretty much. And Beth just
And for 400 and something prior to this.
Yeah, well, this is the one episode. This is Easter's next.
Oh.
Like literally when they're listening to this, it's probably Good Friday, and that's what we've chosen to talk about today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Easter crickets?
I have no.
Oh.
I'm just. I was going to give a weird Bible verse about crickets dying in 6 weeks, and so you better be right with Jesus.
Well, because 3 days is coming.
Hey.
But now we're going to go to something else since this is the last one before Easter. So give me a moment if y'all want to keep talking. Si, what are you doing for Easter?
Looking for Easter eggs. What are you talking about?
What do y'all cook on Easter? Y'all have like Easter fish fries? What do y'all do? Easter
No,
crawfish bowls or?
We've done that before.
Yeah.
Crawfish bowl is overrated. That's so.
Yeah, the cleanup of crawfish bowls are.
Crawfish
Oh,
bowl.
like
that's,
the
it's a
cleanup.
big
Hard
deal
work.
to do that.
Yeah.
Just go to Crawfish City.
So that's a
Oh,
lot of work involved in a crawfish.
I do like to cook them though.
It's fun, but it's like that's a whole job.
Yeah, I just don't like the cleanup. Like
Mm-mm, I don't know.
the pot full of salty, scalding water that whatever you pour it on is going to die. Like, just.
Well, I always liked that part of it because the color.
The what?
You throw them in the water.
Oh, and they change color?
Yeah, they change color.
Bet you would too, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bet
The
you.
eggs
I
of the
bet you
crawfish.
come out a little redder. Oh man, Lord have mercy! All right, you got it.
Nah, I went to
Still
the
looking?
wrong. I went to John, and I was looking for Matthew. But now I'm in Matthew. Matthew really wins when it comes to the verse about Jesus coming back to life, right?
There you go.
Because there's all of them. Like, hey, everybody was running to the tomb. That's pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff's happening. Everybody's confused. A couple of the women were like, they took him. He's not there. But the coolest part of the whole story, I think, is from Matthew 28, 5 and 6. The angel said to the women, do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here. He is risen, just as he said he would. Come and see the place where he lay. That's what
Mhm.
Easter's all about.
Amen.
He ain't in a tomb. You don't have to be in it. Well, you do have to be in a tomb, but you ain't got to stay.
gotta
there.
stay
Stay
there.
there though.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be there long.
Change your address pretty quick. So we hope you find it. Hey, and let me just invite you to church. I don't know what your plans are for Easter, but odds are if you're listening to us, you pass by a church or you've seen a church at some point. I don't care what the sign says.
And when in doubt, go with your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Go with your
She
mama.
probably
Go
wants
with your
you to
daddy.
go.
Yeah.
Or ask a friend where they're going. And you know what?
Celebrate the
Go to church
resurrection.
this Easter. I know some people that work at churches. They're planning on some visitors being
And
there this week.
Yeah. And spoiler alert, it's okay if your kids go find eggs after it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They'll be just fine.
Yep. We'd love to have you.
That's right.
As a member of the church, come join us this Sunday
Yeah.
for Easter.
We'll see y'all next time right here in the duck call room. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy
We'll see
Easter.
y'all on the next go around.
Martin,
I didn't get to
how's your knee?
Hey, go buy you some Crocs.